Welcome back to the deep dive. We're here again to not just skim the surface, but really crack open the source material. We want to pull out those, strategic insights that you can use right away. And today, we are definitely upgrading your kitchen game. If you're one of those people staring at the clock, say 6:30 p.m., thinking takeout is your only hope for a decent dinner, well, this deep dive is basically your rescue mission.
Hey, yeah, rescue mission sounds about right. Our focus today is it's all about a fantastic culinary cheat code, rice vermicelli.
Right. Those super thin, adaptable noodles, gluten-free too, which is a bonus for many, just rice flour and water. But they're the foundation for getting like actual restaurant quality meals done super fast. We're talking 15 minutes or less.
Exactly. They really are peak efficiency. And our goal today is pretty precise, almost surgical. We're extracting 4 distinct, fast, and honestly quite healthy methods straight from the source materials.
So shortcuts.
Shortcuts that really prioritize speed, yeah, but without sacrificing flavor or, the nutrition aspect. It means thinking a bit like a pro chef.
Thinking like a chef. Okay, what does that mean practically for someone at home on a Tuesday night?
It means getting smart about prep, mastering a couple of key hacks like the soak don't boil technique for the noodles themselves. That's a big one.
Oh, okay.
And also really committing to organized assembly. What the French call mise en place. Everything ready to go.
Right, mise en place, everything in its place.
It's not just about the cooking time, it's about that strategic prep. That's how you genuinely win back your weeknights.
Okay, let's jump straight into the first one then, the quick classic. You mentioned the 15-minute vermicelli stir-fry shortcut. Most people think stir-fry takes ages, lots of chopping, high heat.
It can, yeah. But the time saver here, the absolute key, is how you handle the noodles before they even see the pan.
Which comes back to that technique you mentioned.
Precisely. It's all about managing these delicate noodles. Vermicellis are much thinner than, say, egg noodles or spaghetti. If you boil them hard, they just break apart and turn mushy in the wok. It's a disaster.
Okay, so avoid boiling. What's the fix?
The fix is the soak don't boil method. The source is really clear on this.
Tell us exactly how that works and maybe why it's so good for stir-frying specifically.
It's simple. You just put the dry vermicelli in a bowl. Cover them with hot water, and I mean hot tap water or water just off the boil is fine, not like a rolling boil.
Got it. Hot, not boiling. How long?
5 to 7 minutes. That's usually all it takes. They get pliable, soft enough to eat, but they still have a little firmness, a bit of bite.
Ah, so they don't disintegrate later.
Exactly. That soak gets them ready, but keeps their structure intact. So when they hit that high heat in the wok for the final toss, they don't turn to mush. They hold their shape.
That makes total sense. Okay, so while those noodles are soaking for, say, 5 minutes, you're not just standing there.
Absolutely not. That's prime time. That's when you whip up the sauce. Instant flavor creation happens right then.
Okay, the sauce. What's the source's go-to formula, the reliable, adaptable one?
It's a really neat, easy ratio to remember. 3 parts soy sauce.
Yeah.
Or tamari, if you're keeping it gluten-free.
Okay, 3 parts soy or tamari?
2 parts rice vinegar for that brightness, that tang.
2 parts vinegar.
And 1 part sesame oil for that nutty, toasty depth.
3, 2, 1. Soy, vinegar, sesame oil.
Nice. That gives you that perfect balance. Salty, sour, earthy.
And what about boosting that flavor without adding, complex steps or more cooking time?
Aromatics. Simple prepared aromatics are key. Minced garlic, some grated fresh ginger. Essential.
Standard stir-fry heroes.
And the source specifically mentions adding just 1 teaspoon of honey.
Honey. Interesting. Why
That little touch of sweetness, it balances the sharpness of the vinegar, rounds it all out, and it helps the sauce cling to the noodles really nicely, too. Gives it a bit of body.
Okay, I get it. So noodles are soaked and drained. Sauce is mixed garlic, ginger, honey in there. Now what? Just toss it all together?
Pretty much. Get your wok or skillet nice and hot. Add your pre-cooked protein and your veggies. Toss them for maybe a minute. Then add the drained noodles in the sauce.
And how long does that final stage take?
Literally 2 to 3 minutes. Max. That's it. The noodles just need to heat through and absorb that gorgeous sauce.
Wow, okay. That is fast. What about those protein and veggie combos? Any quick examples?
Think fast cooking or pre-cooked. Shrimp is perfect. Shrimp with some bok choy, maybe sliced mushrooms, cooks in minutes.
Okay.
Or for a plant-based option, some pan-fried tofu cubes, maybe with shredded cabbage and bean sprouts for crunch. The idea is minimal extra cooking time at this stage.
So the noodles really soak up the flavor in those last couple of minutes, but keep their texture.
Exactly. You get that satisfying sort of al dente bite, not sogginess.
All right, let's talk payoff. Time is obviously a huge win here, but what about the health side? A 15-minute meal needs to fuel you too.
Well, the noodle itself is pretty great nutritionally. A standard serving, maybe 2 ounces dry, cooks up to about 200 calories.
Okay.
And it's got less than a gram of fat, naturally cholesterol-free. So it's a really light, clean carbohydrate base.
And connecting that back to the time saved, it's significant, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
The source material pointed out the average American spends something like 37 minutes a day just on food prep and cleanup.
Wow, 37 minutes.
Yeah. So if you use this 15-minute method, you're cutting that time by more than half on those nights. That's a huge win for anyone who's busy.
Definitely. And to make that happen consistently, pantry staples are key, I imagine.
Crucial. The research suggests keeping 5 things on hand pretty much guarantees you can pull this off. The rice vermicelli, obviously, soy sauce, sesame oil, rice vinegar, and your basic aromatics like garlic and ginger.
Keep those 5 stocked and you're basically ready to go.
Yeah, 90% of the way there, yeah.
Okay, great first method. Now let's pivot completely. No heat, almost. Pure assembly. The 5-minute Vietnamese noodle salad bowl. 5 minutes. That sounds ambitious, almost like a myth.
Yeah, it does sound ambitious, I agree. But it's achievable.
Yeah.
The key is strategy. Again, prep is everything.
So same noodle base.
Same vermicelli base, yeah. Cooks in just 3 to 5 minutes. But here's the critical difference. Right after they're cooked, you have to rinse them under cold water immediately.
Cold water rinse. Why?
Stops the cooking instantly. And it washes off excess starch so they don't get all sticky and clumped together in the salad. You need them cool and separated.
Okay, that makes sense for a cold salad. But still, 5 minutes from start to finish. What's the biggest trap people fall into? What makes them miss that mark?
Sequential thinking. That's the pitfall. Trying to do one thing completely, then the next, then the next. Boil water, cook noodles, then chop veggies,
Right.
then make dressing.
That would take way longer.
Way longer. The secret is what we call parallel processing, using every second.
Okay, explain parallel processing in this context.
Simple. The moment you put the water on to boil for the noodles, start chopping your lettuce or shredding carrots. While the noodles are cooking, maybe quickly grill your protein or slice pre-cooked chicken. While the noodles are cooling under that cold water, finish prepping your herbs or whisking the dressing.
Ah, so you're doing multiple things concurrently in those short bursts of time.
Exactly. Maybe 3 minutes active chopping, 3 minutes noodle cooking, 3 minutes protein prep. Everything comes together simultaneously at the end. It's pure mise en place in action.
Right, that French concept again. Everything in its place, ready for assembly.
Precisely. And once you have those components ready, the cool noodles, the veggies, the herbs, the protein assembling the bowl takes seconds.
What about the components for the bowl itself? What makes it great?
Variety and contrast. Aim for like 3 to 5 different colors and textures from your vegetables. Shredding carrots give sweetness and crunch. Thinly sliced cucumbers are cooling. Bean sprouts add that fresh pop. Chopped lettuce for bulk. Maybe some slivered red bell peppers for color.
And herbs. I know fresh herbs are huge in Vietnamese cuisine.
Oh, essential. Don't skimp here. Generous amounts of fresh mint, cilantro, maybe some Thai basil if you can find it. That's where that incredible aroma and freshness comes from. It really defines the dish.
Okay. And I remember the source mentioning something about temperature.
Yes. This is a great little detail. The contrast between the cool noodles and crisp cold vegetables against warm protein.
Ah. So not everything is cold.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
If you add, say, freshly grilled chicken strips or some warm lemongrass beef right on top, that contrast in temperature, along with the textural differences, it just elevates the whole experience. Makes it feel more substantial, more sophisticated.
Nice tip. Okay, and the final element, the thing that ties it all together,
Sure.
the dressing, nuoc cham, right?
Nuoc cham,
Okay.
magic elixir. It's all about balance. That perfect harmony of sweet, sour, salty, and maybe a little spicy.
How do you get that balance right? What are the key ingredients?
Fish sauce is the backbone that provides the salty umami depth, fresh lime juice for the essential sour tang, a bit of water to balance, sugar for sweetness, then minced garlic, and, if you like a kick, some thinly sliced chili.
Sounds delicious. And is it quick to make?
Super quick to whisk together.
Yeah.
But here's the real efficiency when the source highlights. Nuoc cham keeps beautifully in the fridge.
Oh, really? For how long?
Up to a week, easily. So you can make a batch on Sunday.
And have instant dressing for quick noodle bowls all week.
Exactly. 5 days of instant flavor. That's
Yeah.
a game changer for meal prep.
That is fantastic. Okay, from a cool salad bowl to something even lighter, maybe? The ultimate appetizer or light lunch. No cook fresh summer rolls. Gaikun.
Yeah, it translates literally as salad roll. They are just the best, especially on hot days when you can't even think about turning on the stove.
They look so pretty, too, with all the layers visible through the wrapper.
They do. And the components are simple. You need those translucent rice paper wrappers, your cooked and cooled vermicelli, some protein poached shrimp or strips of cooked tofu work great, fresh mint, cilantro, maybe some chives or lettuce for greenery.
Now, I remember reading in the source material that there's one step here that is absolutely critical, like the make or break step where most people mess up.
Oh, you mean the rice paper hydration?
Yes, exactly that.
You are spot on. That is the single most critical part of making summer rolls successfully. It trips up everyone at first.
So what's the secret? It's about the water temperature, the timing.
It's mostly the timing and using warm water, not hot or cold. You dip the stiff rice paper wrapper into a shallow dish of warm water for, and this is precise, just 15 to 20 seconds.
15 to 20, that's it. Seems so short.
It is short, any less, and the paper stays brittle. It'll crack when you try to roll it.
Yeah.
Any longer, even just a few extra seconds. And it turns into this nightmarishly sticky, fragile, almost gel-like thing that's impossible to work with.
Ah, okay. So 15, 20 seconds is the magic window. Just pliable, but still have some structure.
Exactly. You want it softened enough to fold, but still firm enough to handle easily. Nailing that tiny window makes all the difference between beautiful rolls and a sticky mess.
Okay, so you've nailed the dip. Wrapper is ready. How do you roll them tightly? What's the technique?
Think like rolling a burrito, but maybe a bit more delicately. You lay the softened wrapper flat. Layer your ingredients, usually vermicelli first, then herbs, protein, lettuce on the bottom third of the wrapper, leaving about an inch border on the sides. Then, fold the left and right sides inward over the filling. This contains everything. Then, starting from the bottom edge closest to you, lift and roll it up tightly, pressing gently as you go, all the way to the top.
Fold sides, then roll bottom to top.
Yeah.
Got it, like a neat little cylinder.
Exactly. You want it firm enough to hold its shape and keep all those lovely ingredients tucked inside.
And health-wise, these seem incredibly light. How do they stack up against, say, a fried spring roll?
Oh, the comparison is stark. The source gives specific numbers. A typical homemade summer roll, only about 80 to 100 calories.
Wow, that's nothing.
Right. Compare that to your average deep-fried egg roll or spring roll, which can easily be 250 calories or even more.
So you could eat like 3 summer rolls for the calorie cost of one fried one.
Easily. Makes them a fantastic light meal or appetizer choice without the guilt, you know.
Definitely. And you mentioned earlier how accessible rice is globally. That applies here too, right?
Absolutely. Rice is a staple for, what, over 3.5 billion people? That means rice paper and rice vermicelli are available pretty much everywhere now. Local grocery store, Asian market. It makes Gaikun a really achievable, healthy option no matter where you live.
Great point. And dipping sauces.
2 classics usually. There's the creamy peanut sauce, typically peanut butter hoisin sauce, maybe some lime juice, water to thin it out.
The rich one.
Or you can stick with the lighter, tangier Newark jam we just talked about for the salad bowls. Both are great, just different vibes.
Perfect. Okay, one more method to cover. We've done stir fry, cold salad, fresh rolls. Let's talk comfort, but fast comfort. The 10-minute comfort soup. This sounds like magic. How do you get deep flavor in 10 minutes?
The trick here is leveraging a good quality store-bought broth as your base. Let's be real. Making broth from scratch takes hours, which we don't have on a weeknight.
Right. So starting with store-bought broth, how do you amp up the flavor quickly?
Flavor building in minutes. That's the goal. You start by simmering the broth, and in the first 2 or 3 minutes, you throw in some aromatic powerhouses.
Like what?
Thinly sliced fresh ginger, some minced garlic, maybe a star anise pod or 2 gives that lovely subtle background warmth, and some sliced green onions, the white parts especially. Just let those infuse the broth for a couple of minutes.
Okay, so you're quickly infusing the base broth, then the noodles.
Yes. And here's another genius time saver, similar to the stir-fry logic, but different. It's the single-pot noodle technique.
Meaning?
You add the dry rice vermicelli directly into that simmering aromatic broth.
Oh, not cooked separately.
Nope. Add them right at the end, during the final 2 to 3 minutes of the total cooking time.
Ah, okay. What's the benefit there? Less cleanup.
Less cleanup is definitely one huge benefit. No extra pot to wash. But more importantly, the noodles cook in that flavorful broth. They absorb all those ginger, garlic, star anise notes right as they hydrate.
Oh, that's clever. So the noodle itself becomes more flavorful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Way better than cooking them in plain water and then adding them.
Okay, so broth simmers with aromatics for a few minutes, noodles go in for the last 2-3 minutes. What about add-ins? To make it a full meal, how do you keep that under 10 minutes?
Stick to things that cook almost instantly or are already cooked. Shredded rotisserie chicken is your best friend here.
Good shortcut.
Or maybe some frozen edamame they just need to heat through. Pre-sliced mushrooms cook in seconds. Leafy greens like baby spinach or sliced bok choy wilt in like 30 seconds in the hot broth.
So everything is designed to be ready when those noodles are perfectly cooked after 2-3 minutes?
That's the goal. Noodles done, soup done.
Now, thinking about comfort soup often brings instant ramen to mind, which, let's face it, can be a bit of a nutritional landmine, especially sodium-wise.
Huge difference there. That's a really important point the source makes.
How does this homemade version compare?
Your homemade vermicelli soup, especially if you choose a low-sodium broth to start with, might have somewhere under 500 milligrams of sodium per serving, maybe less.
Okay, under 500 milligrams and instant ramen.
Oh, packaged instant ramen. It often packs well over 1,500 milligrams of sodium, sometimes even more.
Wow, 1,500 milligrams. That's like most of your daily recommended limit in one bowl.
Easily 65–70% of the FDA's daily limit, yeah. So this homemade version gives you all the warm, soupy comfort, but without that massive sodium hit. It's a much healthier choice.
That's a very compelling reason right there. Okay, any final tips for this soup? Anything to watch out for?
Yes, one crucial timing thing, serve it immediately.
Why is that?
Because those vermicelli noodles are so fine and they keep absorbing liquid. If you let the soup sit around, even just for a few extra minutes off the heat, the noodles will continue to swell and get mushy.
Ah, okay, so timing is key. Ladle it up as soon as the noodles are tender.
Right. Freshness is paramount for the texture.
What if you're cooking for a family or want to prep ahead slightly? How does that work with the mushy noodle risk?
Good question. The best approach is to prep the broth base ahead. Make a larger batch of the broth infused with the ginger, garlic, star anise. Let it cool, store it in the fridge. It'll keep for maybe 3 days.
Okay, so the flavorful broth is ready to go.
Exactly. Then, when you want to eat, you just reheat that broth base until it's simmering. Then you add your quick cook proteins, veggies, and the vermicelli for those final couple of minutes.
So you only add the noodles right before serving each time?
Precisely. Keeps everything perfect. And hey, for families, the source suggests a fun idea. A DIY soup bar. Yeah. Have the hot broth ready, cook the noodles, then lay out bowls of different add-ins. The chicken, edamame, mushrooms, greens, maybe some fresh herbs, chili flakes, lime wedges. Everyone gets to customize their own bowl.
That sounds fun. And caters to picky eaters too.
Totally.
All right, that wraps up our 4 methods. We've gone through the quick stir fry, the super fast salad bowl, the refreshing summer rolls, and this comforting 10-minute soup.
4 really different meals, all built around that incredibly versatile, quick-cooking rice vermicelli.
It really shows how knowing just a few techniques with one key ingredient can make a huge difference. It feels like the key to unlocking that restaurant-quality dinner without the hours of prep dream.
It really can be. It takes away that excuse of, I don't have time, you know?
Yeah, that feeling of being able to whip up something genuinely delicious and healthy before you've even finished unloading the dishwasher is pretty powerful.
It is. And maybe the final thought or challenge we can leave you with focuses on that adaptability we keep mentioning.
Okay.
Since rice vermicelli is so neutral, such a global staple, don't feel locked into just the Vietnamese or Chinese-style profiles we focused on today. Even though they're amazing, use these structures, the soak stir-fry, the cold assembly, the roll, the quick soup, but play with the flavors.
Ah, like using the same 15-minute stir-fry method but with different spices.
Exactly. The source material hinted at this, things like using Singapore-style curry powder in your stir-fry for a completely different warmth. Or leaning into Thai flavors for the noodle salad, dressing more lime, maybe some palm sugar, extra chili, cracked peanuts.
So the noodle is the constant, the method provides the speed, but the flavor profile can travel the world.
You got it. The flexibility is inherent in the noodle itself. You just need to experiment and unleash it a bit. Keep those quick weeknight dinners exciting.
Use the hacks, embrace the mise en place.
And go conquer those meal times.
Excellent. Well, thank you for diving deep into culinary efficiency and the wonders of rice vermicelli with us today.
My pleasure.
We hope you feel equipped to reclaim your weeknights. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.